Hi, I'm Robert. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before you begin any repair, unplug the appliance from the wall outlet. It is also recommended that you check for proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. The tools required to do this job are a 1/4 inch and 5/16 nut driver and an adjustable wrench. Today we're working on the Hotpoint top mount refrigerator. We're going to be replacing the water inlet valve. We've determined it's bad by first cycling the Icemaker manually and observing to see if water comes through the tube. We've also made sure that the tube is not blocked with ice. To access this component, we must first get to the back of the unit. Now that we have access to the rear of the unit, we're going to remove a series of 5/16 screws along the perimeter of the cardboard cover, which is your machine cover. Once all your screws are removed, you'll lift up on the power cord, lift up on the cover, and slide it out of position. And we'll set that aside. Now with the machine compartment cover removed, we have clear access to the water valve. We've shut off the household water supply. And while the unit is still connected to the refrigerator, we're going to unscrew the nut, the compression nut, on the supply line. That way that bracket acts as leverage for us, makes it easier to take this nut off. Once you get it fully unscrewed, you're going to pull up and out. And then we'll take our 1/4 inch driver and unscrew the single 1/4 inch screw from the mounting bracket and pull up and out. Disconnect our terminals. And then depress the compression lock and pull the water tube out. And the water valve is removed. Now that we have a new water valve, let's go ahead and install it. We're going to start with inserting the delivery tube into the bottom, into the Geist fitting. And then we'll give it a little bit of a loop and then pop it in to this clip on the side of the valve. And that is a strain relief clip. That way the water line does not kink on you. And then we will plug in our Molex plugs or terminals. And then we will slide the valve assembly into position. And note there's a little hole on the side of the cabinet here. This little hook is going to go directly into that. And we will line up our bracket hole with our mounting screw hole on the back of the cabinet and install it. Now we'll take our household water supply line and reconnect it. You can move the nut back so that you can see what you're doing, and you want to insert the tube as far down as you can get it so that the compression ferrule meets the top of the valve. Bring your nut down
And you can go in an unscrewing motion to find your threads, and then once you find your threads, start screwing it down by hand. And once it starts to tighten up on you, take your adjustable wrench and continue to tighten it down. Apply a little pressure against the bracket so that as you're tightening that nut down, you don't bend the bracket. And your water valve is installed. We can now reinstall the machine compartment cover. Now with your machine compartment cover in hand, we're going to just kind of lay it into position so that the bottom of it goes inside the bottom frame here. And then we will move it over as needed to line up our screw holes with the cabinet holes. So when we move this against, you see that hole there and this hole here, so you're gonna bring it up. Now we're loosely putting that screw in. We don't want to tighten it all the way down, not just yet, because we want all our other holes to get lined up. Now with all our screws lined up and in, we're gonna just tighten them all down. And that completes the repair. We can now turn the refrigerator around.
Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.